Alright guys, first I'd like to say if you guys like these videos and enjoy them, give the video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos and stuff like this, as well as some mechanic work being done and tool and part reviews and stuff like that, subscribe to my channel. You know, what can it hurt? You get the good tool reviews and you get all kind of stuff coming out of it. This is parts for my 96 Isuzu Rodeo. This is an old brake rotor that come off of it, front and back, and I'm having to put a set on the front. And everywhere locally I looked at, the brake rotors were going to be upwards of $150, $160 for just the rotors. I got the rotors and brake pads from Amazon for less than 60 bucks. This is not the first parts I've ordered off Amazon. I've ordered multiple carburetors off Amazon before. All 3 carburetors were bolt on and go. No adjustments needed, no nothing. This will be the first major parts I've ordered off of Amazon, but so far I haven't had any issues with anything coming off Amazon. None of them had any flaws. They've all worked perfectly. The tooling and engineering of them were done well. And these, yes, I've opened them to make sure they were the correct parts, but they are well engineered. They're as close to factory as you can get, with the exception of the rotors, because they're made to fit more than one model. They're not made to fit one specific model, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But like I said, this is the rotors and the pads themselves. I'm only going to open up one of the rotors, but I will show you everything else in here. This is, you know, once again, less than 60 bucks for both of these, where locally it would cost me over 150. Sorry about that, guys. It's a little hard to do this with the camera sitting above. Takes some getting used to. These are the premium ceramic brake pads, the Maxi Quiet. Don't recognize the brand or anything like that. They come in a nice box. They're obviously well packaged, very well wrapped and held into place to prevent damaging and stuff like that. Let's just go ahead and pull them out here. I'm sorry if this is shaking a lot, guys. The table, I'm doing this on wobbles a little bit, but it'll get better as the videos go on. Alright, here's the brake pads. Good quality looking pads. I don't see anything wrong with them. Good quality backing plates. Good quality steel plates that they're mounted to. Even come with these little clips. Pad material looks good. Quality pad material. The plates seem to be adhered good. They don't seem to be already coming off out of the packaging. They're even clamped on. Most plates aren't clamped on these days. Wrapped good, packaged good. So that's the pads, guys. We'll move on to the rotors now. And I'll give you a little bit more of a review once I actually get to installing these. And let you guys know how they installed, or whether they were any kind of other issues that I didn't know at the time. And this is the rotor. Let me close this box up right here real quick so I have somewhere to lay it. Alright guys, give me 1 minute. I'm not working with a whole lot of room here. Alright, this is the new rotors. I've never opened it out of the plastic bag. Grab a knife here real quick. And these are coated in Cosmoline, so you don't have to worry about getting any grease or anything on them until you clean them off. The hatching on them looks good. All the machining right here looks real good. The only difference is these 3 holes, but that's for You know, like a center cap mount or a dust cover mount, something along those lines, you know. And then the only other difference of these is obviously the thickness. And they're a lot thicker than the older ones because the older ones were over $4,000 millimeters under the lower required milling surface. Sorry guys, it's stumbling over my words a little bit here. It's the only difference is these 3 holes right here. These weren't in the old one, but this surface right here is milled differently in the older ones. And I'll show you what I mean by showing you the old one. Yeah, the old one is milled. It's milled lower around the bolt holes, whereas this one is left up even with the bolt holes. And to me, that shows a better quality of machining than it does on the factory ones, because these will be a lot tougher than just those raised pieces with the thinner areas. But I mean, it's all the same thick material, because right where the bolts are is the same thickness. And this right here won't affect anything because there's nothing in the way for it to affect. It'll just bolt right up, same as the old ones. So guys, this has been, I know it's not a very long video, and we'll get into some more long videos in the future, but I just thought I'd give you guys a quick tool review, part review of some of the parts you get off Amazon. I mean, you get cheaper parts than what you get at the parts places, and yeah, you can't get them for everything. I mean, there's some things on there they're not going to have, and some things on there aren't going to be cheaper. They're going to be equally priced, but you will be able to get a good quality part and cheaper part than you would normally get, especially on stuff like this right here. And you know, I do a lot of small engine work as well. You get carburetors for small engines and parts for small engines, typically cheaper than what you could get for it locally, at least in my area anyway. I mean, I don't know how it is around you guys' area, but in my area, you can usually get it cheaper online than you can locally, even with shipping. And you know, the price I said I paid for these was less than $60, and that includes the shipping. That was not excluding the shipping. But alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked and enjoyed the video, give the video a like and a thumbs up, and you know, subscribe to my channel. We'll have a lot more of these coming up because I typically order a lot of parts from Amazon. And if you guys want some parts or tools reviewed and I have the funds to be able to get it into my shop, then I'll review them for you. Yes, that's it guys. Signing out for today.